Hey y'all, it's your girl Charisma. Today I want to focus on just the energies and how I've really just been feeling and the things that have really been taken over. And when I start to do a little bit of reading and research, I realize we're in all of these different retrogrades. We're coming up on a new moon. This is Virgo season, Virgo energy. At least for me, it's still Virgo season. I don't know if it switched over to Libra or not. And I'm a Virgo. So, we bring in that perfectionism. And I just really want to talk about that today because I know sometimes, we kind of glance over it. Sometimes I pay attention to it, sometimes I don't. But when it's pulling so much on me, then I feel like, okay, girl, you got to listen up. So if you don't know me, this is Traveling with Charisma Cam, where I teach you how to travel with your kids or without them and have fun while doing it on a budget. So, that's what we're doing today. So I was listening to Dr. Thema. Dr. Thema has the Homecoming podcast. If you don't listen to it, I'll link it here. She has a wonderful podcast on there. And she just tells you like she's a therapist, so she comes from a therapy standpoint and just inspires you and teaches you different ways to look at different things. And YouTube always seems to give me the one that I really need to hear, right? So today, and I hadn't listened to her in a couple of months, but today popped up gratitude. And I felt like I needed to take a step back and, actually listen to this one because I've had so much going on, so many moving parts that I don't think I've taken a step back and written about gratitude. I haven't picked up my journal and I haven't done anything about it. And I do this journal right here. It's actually written by me. It's Bold and Badass, a journal for single women making it happen. And one of the things, I opened it up and it says, darkness only lasts momentarily until the light begins to shine again. And y'all, it just went dark. Look at that. Hold on. So that's that. And all of them have like little prompts. But that one really rang true to me. Not necessarily that because I'm experiencing a lot of darkness in a negative connotation, but lately there's just been a lot of things going on, changes being made, plans that I was originally pushing forward on, going very hard at. I'm gonna have to pull back a little bit, make some changes. You all know I invest in real estate. The market is changing, so I have to change my strategy as well. So things are just moving a little different right now. I got a lot of trips coming up, a lot of planning going on, and I don't believe I've taken time to practice gratitude and being thankful for the things I have accomplished in the last 6 months. And I think a lot of times we get so wrapped up into our checklist. I for sure am a checklist kind of girl. Y'all, if you see my calendar, it's color coded. I look at my calendar and that's just how a calendar should look. Other people look at my calendar and they be like, girl, what are you doing? Like, how are you functioning? Like, is this really what a calendar looks like? And I'm like, what y'all mean? This is what my calendar always looked like. So, even when my daughter was little, y'all, and she would have band, she would put the stuff on my calendar in her yellow because she knows her yellow was her color. And she knew if it wasn't on my calendar, I didn't know anything about it. I wasn't there. You could tell me 10 different times, but until it gets on that calendar, it doesn't exist. So my daughter would go into my phone and she would put stuff on my calendar to make sure that I knew that it was there. I would look at it and I'd be like, oh, we got this today. I don't remember putting this in there, but honey, she had already put it in there because she knows her mom. I am a very organized person. I am a perfectionist, organization, Virgo down to the T, right? So, I realized that I have been checking all of these boxes. However, I haven't taken a moment to express gratitude. So, what I wanted to do today, and I'm going to do it while you all are on here, is I'm going to go do my gratitude journal. So, in addition to the Bold and Badass journal, and it's one for single women and it's one for moms, but the single women one, I really needed that kind of flavor today. Single, S-I-N-G-L-E, strong, independent, no nonsense, glowing, limitless, and empowered. I needed that. But in addition to that, I also needed this. I don't know if you all are familiar with this. This is a, what is the name of this book? I love this book, so I really should know. This is the Law of Attraction journal. So when I left and went overseas, I didn't take it because it was so heavy, but y'all, I ain't doing that again. This time I have to take it. It is very necessary for me. This is it, because I don't know if the light, and I think it comes in different colors. It's like $40, $50. It comes out towards the end of the year. And I personally, I love it. I can't do anything without it. Like right here, it says goal setting, and you write 50 goals. Y'all, I wrote 50 goals because that's what it told me to do. It does create harmony on all levels. Create your life statement, where it says, I am grateful that, y'all, I ain't write nothing. You see what I mean? I need to do better. It says, create your life statement. Write it down in the present tense in full detail. What you want your life to look like. Make sure you use all 5 senses: sight, touch, hearing, smell, taste. Write down how much money you will earn, what services or value you will provide to others to acquire that money. Write it down in full detail how the following areas of your life will be: health, finance, recreation, business, family, and spiritual life. Describe why you enjoy life and how your future attitude, self-confidence, and mindset will be. Describe it as a movie playing inside your head. Describe it so beautifully that you will want to read and visualize it every day. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. That's the first time I ever read that. As we can see, I obviously skipped that page, but I should definitely go back and do that. So I am a big proponent of this. I don't know why my light keep going off. It's a touch light. So I'm really big. Like, we reflect on the month. We do the achievements. What did I learn? The obstacles. And I feel like this would have been very, very helpful for me to take with me. So next time I will be taking it with me. I think they have smaller versions now. And then they just have these dotted pages where you can write. Like I said, I do like the journal with the prompts, but they do have that in here as well. But I think that helps you, and I'm a writer. I like to write. So some people, they can jot stuff down on their phone and their computer. I do put things in my little task notebook. But, for some things, I need to come back and I need to reread it, right? So we're going to do that today. I'm going to start writing down some things in my gratitude journal, and I want you to do the same. If you don't have any of these journals or whatever, you can order one. I'll list the link below. But for now, you can just jot some down, put it in your phone or whatever, because I think it's very important that we step back and practice gratitude, especially during this time. And you may ask me, what is this time, right? So I have this friend that I met actually in Costa Rica. Hey, girl. She's just started her YouTube channel. I believe it's Healer Tracie. I will link that below. And basically, I met her in Costa Rica, but we actually live in the same city together. How ironic. And we just became best of friends, and she's always giving me this advice, and we're always doing readings, and I don't know if I'm supposed to tell y'all all this, but whatever. But, we were just talking, and she was telling me how there's so many different energies going on. There's all of these different moons and this, that, and the other. And, you've been working so hard and you've been pushing, and it may be time to slow down. And in the usual charisma fashion, I'm like, girl, I ain't slowing down. This is what I came here to do. This is what I got to do, because I'm a Virgo, I'm a perfectionist, and I got to do these things. I got these check boxes that need to be checked. However, screech, full halt. Things have changed that I have no control over, which means I have to change. And I'm not good with change. I don't know if that's a Virgo thing or just a charisma thing, but change is very difficult for me. So I have to stop. I have to halt, breathe, fix my eyebrows, y'all. And I have to make a change. Oh, what is that? I was helping my son with pottery today. It's Native American Day. Happy Native American Day. So we were doing pottery and listening to Native American music. I left him out there to finish. I don't know if he actually did, y'all. But side note, so we were talking about all of these changes, and then in true Big Brother Instagram Facebook fashion, I get this I see this, what are those damn things called, reel today. And I'm not editing this, y'all. Y'all about to get the reel, so it is what it is. Sorry if you hear my son come in, yell, scream, whatever. So I see this reel, and the reel basically says we have, 7 retrogrades going on right now. Like, really? You know, so I'm like, do we really? I believe it's 7 retrogrades. And basically, I'm like, really? What, like, as if Mercury retrograde wasn't that bad. And honestly, this year, y'all, well, this time, Mercury retrograde actually is not as bad as usual. So, and I'm going to refer to my notes because I'm not the astrology channel, so I don't remember these things by heart. But Mercury retrograde started September 9th, and it goes through October 2nd. But since Mercury retrograde is in Virgo this time, it really hasn't been as bad. It's really more about organization, communication, and being very thorough. So that's what this one's for, about, you know. Your Virgos are, like I said, your perfectionists. They're the people that's making the check marks, and they making the task, and they checking the boxes. They're assigning you the task, and then they coming back to do it their damn self anyway. So, you know, that whole delegation thing, that's not the Virgo thing. That's the thing that we work on over and over and over. So that's the thing about this Mercury retrograde. But if we back up, you know, not only are we in Mercury retrograde, but, you know, I checked out your girl, Alaina Alive. I love her. I don't know if you all follow her, but Google her. She's always talking about the new moon, the full moon. She does some rituals as well. So I don't listen to the whole thing through all the time, but I do like to get a little glimpse on what's going on. So I listen to Alaina Alive. I'll post her link as well. And she was talking about the new moon that's coming on September 28th in Libra. And Libra is like that balancing act. You know, it's the lady that balances the two things. So this is a good time for duality and balancing those scales. So she was saying that, you know, with this moon, we're talking about balancing relationships, balancing partnerships, your interactions, and just a new approach to relationships that may already be there, may be suffering. Now, if you're anything like me, some of those relationships you said goodbye to during the Virgo moon, so long, see ya, I'm getting rid of that baggage, I'm not taking that with me. But that was part of my birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's a new year. It's a new me. I'm doing new stuff. All the stuff that y'all say on January 1st is what I do on my birthday, August 29th. So with the moon in Virgo, I kind of let some of that stuff go that was no longer serving me. Now I have to say, it literally has taken me almost a month. Today is the 22nd, y'all. Today is September 22nd already. I've been 38 for almost a month, y'all. So it's taken me almost a month to get rid of some of this stuff. I've been going through and trying to rid myself of things that are not either deserving of me. Yes, deserving of me, because I am a queen. And all peasants are not deserving. So y'all either deserve things that are not deserving of me, or maybe that I should be leveling up on, or just no longer serve me anymore. So it may not be that, you know, there's anything wrong with you or it, but if it no longer serves me anymore and it's met its purpose and that season is over, then, you know, I move on from that as well. So I think I felt like that was my birthday thing, but maybe it was some of this energy that's coming in. So that's the new moon. We talked about the retrograde. Also, this is a time where, well, we'll talk about that part later. So I want to talk about the other retrogrades. So the next retrograde that we'll talk about is Pluto retrograde. That came in April 29th. That does not leave out until October 28th. It's probably not something we talk about very much, but when you add them to all the other 6 retrogrades, you kind of feel like I probably should mention this, right? So the Pluto retrograde, they said Pluto is the planet of regeneration. So you go through a death and a rebirth, which I'm like, well, damn, that's basically what I did. I got rid of some things and I began to build a new me. Now, for me, I always feel like I have gone through several new me's, right? Having a daughter at 18, and being in college, going through that with my daughter, that was a new me. Then getting married, it was a new me. Having a son with a disability, new me. Going into nurse practitioner school, while having 2 kids that I'm taking care of, while going through a divorce. Definitely a new me. That's a me I ain't never seen before. So, we're constantly going through a rebirth. So I don't feel like that's necessarily a bad thing. And when I really think back to it, you think back to April, what were you doing at the end of April? Between the end of April and now, what was going on in your world? Like, were you going through this rebirth? Were you shedding that old skin and now you're brighter and you're glowing and you're coming into your own? So that is the Pluto retrograde. So the next one, because I told y'all it was a lot. And I'm probably not going to I don't know if I'm putting numbers on this. So you're going to have to roll with me. You need to know about all the retrogrades, not just 1 or 2 of them. So we'll see. Saturn, that came in June 4th. It leaves out October 23rd. And Saturn is that of an authentic life. Living I'm always screaming, living your best life. I don't care if that song was made years ago. I'm like, I'm living my best life. Yeah, I can't sing, y'all. But I'm always living my best life. I was put on this planet to live my best life, to live my freest life, to be happy. And there are times, of course, sometimes you happy, sometimes you sad, sometimes you this, sometimes you that. But at the end of the day, I'm going to be me. I'm going to be charisma. I'm going to be my authentic self. That is who I am. That's who I'm going to be. And I ain't going to be nobody else. So it's really a take it or leave it, like it or love it. Trust me, I got plenty of people, love it or hate it. Plenty of people that love me and plenty of people that probably hate me too. However, unfortunately for y'all, I don't pay a whole lot of attention. So if you do hate me, that hate is very much wasted on somebody that probably doesn't know and damn sure don't care. So be your authentic self. During this retrograde of Saturn, is a very difficult energy. You're going to go through growing pains. Being your authentic self can sometimes be hard. You can sometimes lose people that you love, you adore, and you don't even know why the hell you losing them. I have had a friend or 2 or 3, maybe even 4, that I have lost over the years as I have grown. I don't expect you to necessarily grow with me the way that I'm growing. I expect you to grow alongside me in the direction that you feel you should be growing. However, there are some people that are cheerleaders, and then there are some people that are really just haters. Some people really don't want to see your growth. Some people don't want to see you rise above. Some people don't want you to grow too fast ahead of them. They don't get the idea that as I grow, you grow too, and we grow together. We move forward together. We just move forward maybe in different things, in different directions, but there's no reason why we have to be crabs in the barrel. I will salute you on doing your first, second, third, fourth, and fifth everything. And you can salute me on doing my first, second, third, fourth, fifth everything. Everything I want to do, you don't want to do. Everything you want to do, I want to do. But we can still stand next to each other and do it. There are some people that are not capable of doing that. They feel like if you're growing, I don't like that. I don't like that you're growing. Even though I don't even want what the hell you got. I just don't like that. And those are the type of people that I feel like are not deserving of me. Because, see, I'm a cheerleader all the way. Girl, you want to be a stripper? Girl, you get it. You're going to be the best stripper there, right? Like, you want to go out and buy some houses? You get it. You're going to be the best person there. You're going to be the best investor there. You want to invest in the stock market? Well, I done lost a lot of damn money in the stock market, so count me out. But, girl, you get your coins. Go right ahead. Tell me when you see a stock like that Amazon that I just need to get. You let me know. That is what I do. You know, I am your cheerleader in different forms and fashion. And that isn't anything that you want to do. As long as it is not hurting you or someone else, I am cheering for you all the way. Just know that everybody won't do it. So you will have growing pains. You will shed some old skin. Saturn. Next one, Neptune, June 28th to December 4th. We're going to hope this one's good because it's going all the way to almost the end of the year. Hell, it's been here for half the year. Well, it'll be 6 months. So, Neptune gives us a reality check. We ready for that, y'all? Well, I guess we are because we've been in it, right? So it's more that, how come I didn't realize this before? You're going to start, you're reevaluating your leads. Oh, it's a touch light. That's why it goes off. So you're reevaluating your leads to alignment, especially in love. Y'all know I wrote that, right? I wrote it down. Yeah. So my site that I use for a lot of this is called Mainperfectlife.com, and it talks about the planets in retrograde. So Neptune also talks about creativity and spirituality. I'm going to say my focus is going to be on spirituality, but I would be lying to you all if it has not been somewhat in love. You know, when I think about that, you know, starting back to June, it's been a little rocky around here. I don't know. I need to ponder on Neptune. Ponder. Are y'all pondering? Okay. I'll ponder on my own time, y'all. But just know that you're going to have to look into those things. And I think that, you know, although it's been going on, now that we bring it in with all of these other planets, yeah, that reality check, combine that with some love, creativity, spirituality, and that authentic life. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Get ready. Hope y'all ready. So then we got Jupiter retrograde, because we ain't done, y'all. So actually I got a little bit more information. So Jupiter retrograde is July 28th to November 23rd. A lot of these have been going on since the middle of the year. And we just weren't aware of it. I know I wasn't aware of it. Were y'all aware of it? Did y'all know it was so many retrogrades right now? So July 28th to November 23rd. And yay, Jupiter retrograde is a benevolent energy. Do y'all know what benevolent means? I didn't know what benevolent meant. I don't know what I thought it meant. Anyway, it means loving and kind. So it came into Leo season. Are Leos loving and kind? I don't know. No, I'm just playing. I'm going to leave y'all alone. But, you know, it's a nice one. Jupiter is nice. It's loving, kind. Just, so that is Jupiter. Next we have Uranus. Me and this light ain't getting along, y'all. Uranus came in August 25th. It's new. It's just getting in there. Uranus retrograde. And it will go to January 1st. So it's going to take y'all into the new year. It says you are stronger. You are tougher. And you are more equipped to handle shit. Now, I will say that the website, that's not necessarily how Mainperfectlife.com phrased it. But I feel like you're more equipped to handle shit. This is my YouTube channel. So I'm going to phrase it how I want to. And that's how I chose to phrase it. So we're going to be our best self. We're going to be our truest form. And we're going to handle our shit. Thank you. All right. So you're going to have so this is where your bigger vision comes in. You got a bigger vision here. Large vision. What are you doing in the future? This is going into January 1st, y'all. Time to make your goals. You don't have to wait to New Year's to make goals that you're just going to lose anyway. Go ahead and start making your goals now. What is that bigger picture? What does that life look like? What is your vision? I know once I turned 38, y'all want to see my picture? I can't reach it. I want to show it to y'all. Here's my picture. It's my mommy. She's pregnant. Baby shower for me. Yay. 38 years ago. 38 years ago, she did not know this was the kid she would have. And she did, right? This is her. This is me. And there was a vision for me, right? So when you have this little bean growing in your stomach, right? You imagine all of these wonderful things for them. You imagine that they will conquer the world. They may become president. They'll be a lawyer. They'll be a doctor. They'll cure cancer. They'll do whatever, right? And then they come in this world and then they do whatever the hell they want to do. They don't give a damn what you wanted. They don't care that you wanted them to be the next person to go to that HBCU that everybody graduated from. They don't care that you wanted them to get a doctorate in microbiology. No, they have their own vision. I don't know I actually don't know what my mother thought what my vision. I don't know what my mother's vision was for me, right? I know my vision today. I can't say that I knew my vision yesterday. Well, no, I did. I created a new vision. Okay, y'all, I had to take a quick break. My son was having some technical difficulties. So now I have a vision. I have a very big vision. In the past, I have had multiple goals, and I have, for the most part, hit my goals, at least my larger goals. I had goals that I wanted to meet by the time I turned 30, and I found those goals around 31, and I had met the majority of those goals. Now I have goals for 40. I have some big goals. Do I have enough goals? I don't know. Maybe I need to have a few more, but that's something that is important. So this is that time from now until January 1st. Uranus says you need to start figuring out what your vision is for yourself. So that's what we're going to need to do. That's what I need to do. That's what you need to do. That's what we're going to do. So I would love for you all to take a minute and share one of your large goals. One of my goals, and I'm going to go ahead and speak it into existence. By 40, I will be a millionaire. Yes, let me say that one more time. Let me say that with a little umph in my chest, right? By 40, charisma will be a millionaire. That's my goal. And I have very strategic points to get to that. So that's it. So I want you to share your goal. What's one major goal? Make it something that, you know, people will say is impossible, or people just want to think it's going to be the case. Go ahead and put that goal out there, girl. Go ahead. Go ahead and type it right there. While you're typing it, make sure you click like and subscribe. Y'all know I had to put that shameless plug in there. Make sure you like that video. So you can help me to my millionaire goals. Y'all, we doing this together. This is teamwork. We working together. Make sure you share it too. Make sure you press share. Share it to somebody. Put it on your Facebook or your Instagram. Let's get to these millionaire goals. What are your goals? Y'all know I'm gonna read them and I'm gonna comment. So I want to know what your goals are. Don't just watch the video and like it. Make sure you do like it. But don't just do that. Write your goals. Put them out into the universe. A goal that you keep it to yourself is it, what are we doing? We need to speak these things into existence. We need to go ahead and say, I will. Not I'm going to be. I will be a millionaire by 40. Hell, hopefully I'll be one way before then. However, that is a goal of mine. What will you be doing? Create some big goals. Come up with a vision. We read that statement at the beginning. And they gotta be measurable. I'm a nurse, so they gotta be SMART goals. They gotta be specific. They need to be measurable. They need to be attainable. They need to be, what's the R? Something. And then they need to be time sensitive. So you need to put a time on those goals. That's going to irritate me. I'm going to have to tell you all about the SMART goals. Just a second. I can't think of the R. They need to be realistic. I think that's what it is. No, they need to be relevant. They need to make sense. So specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. All right, you're going to get all kinds of lessons here. So we're going to go into the final retrograde right now as if we really needed one more. Mars. That hasn't started yet. It starts October 30th to January 1st. It's also going to go through to January 1st. And that's going to throw a whole monkey wrench into everything. So I hope you do everything by October 30th and wrap it in a nice pretty bow, and you are ready, because we are going to have difficulty functioning with the Mars retrograde. You are going to be tired, exhausted, and you're going to need some self-care. So now that you did all of this hard work, now that you got your vision and your goals and your this and your that, Mars is just going to make you a little tired. A little bit, just a little bit. And it's in that Scorpio time, so it's probably gonna mess with that sexual energy a little bit. So let your partner know. Let them know. Let them know now. Go ahead, go tell them. Let them know. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm just reading. Y'all go back and blame. What was that website I told y'all about? Go back and blame them, not me. I'm just the interpreter of the retrogrades. I did not create the retrogrades. I ain't do none of that. I am just an interpreter. It says, they even got an article for y'all, how to reset your sex life. We're not doing this on this channel though. Y'all can reset y'all sex life behind closed doors, off of YouTube, not on the Charisma Kiers Travels the World channel. Thank you. So go ahead. I probably need a reset anyway. I guess I'm gonna talk to myself. Hey, how you doing? We gonna need a reset. Oh, okay. Thank you. So we have gone through the retrogrades. We have gone through the new moon. We've done that. So tell me what you think about that so far. Tell me how you feel about these retrogrades. Tell me if you've been affected or not been affected. How things have been going. What your vision is. Talk to me. Tell me what's going on. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Right here it says, "Girl, you did that. You did that. You did that." We're gonna continue doing that. But make sure with Mars, you love yourself. You say it out loud. I love me. Say it out loud, girl. Say it out loud. I love me, Charisma. You're amazing. I love you. I do. So, okay. So now that we did that, I told y'all we're going to sit here and we're going to do some things together. I hope you got your pen and your paper. Girl, y'all, how about set 50 goals in all areas of your life. I said, number 1, be rich, multi-millionaire in 10 years. Own a private jet, 5 years. Travel the world in 1 year. Be in love that in 1 year. I don't know about that one. Yeah. I wrote it down. I got some big goals here. Now this weight loss goal, I think I'm getting further and further away from that, y'all. I don't know about that weight loss goal. Whew. That was in a year. I don't know about that one. We're gonna ignore the weight loss goal for now. But so we said we were gonna talk about gratefulness, right? And being grateful, because I think that, as Dr. Thelma said, gratitude is just so important. And I think gratitude helps you to go back and evaluate what has happened. So I think it makes you a little easier to move forward, you know, to go back and say, oh, I actually did that. So I think that's what I want to do today. I want us to, well, that's what I want to do next, because we've been doing stuff this whole time. And this book is from 2021, actually. I didn't get a new book in 2022, like I told y'all. So I actually have stuff written in here. And I'm going to go over with you all some of my top achievements in December. I had my house, well, what is this? Yeah. So I think I celebrated this in December. I had my house under contract. I secured my movers. I talked about my healing and accepted that I did need healing. Y'all, I've been through a whole healing journey at this point. Yes, I definitely did. I started my healing journey. I started taking my spiritual classes. My son completed his intensive therapy. I began to use my voice. So that's what I wrote on my top 10 achievements. And what did I learn? I learned that I am a work in progress. And I learned that I could do anything I put my mind to. Then it goes through distractions, mental blocks, fears. How did I make myself feel good? People I learned from and who inspired me. And ironically enough, y'all, I have Dr. Thema and I have healer Tracie that I told y'all about, my friend. And you know, I've never told Tracie that, but she was my inspiration for that month. I wrote her down as a person that inspired me. It said, what did not happen and what actions can I take to improve? And that is this book that I told y'all about, the Law of Attraction book. And I love it because I love things that allow me to question myself. And I wrote ideas and notes and all kinds of things. That was my November. So that was my November. So today, I'm just going to use this and we're going to reflect. We're going to sit here and I want you to think now, what are your top 10 achievements? And you have to come up with 10 of them. So that's the thing about this. You have to fill it out to completion. So I'm thinking of my top 10 achievements, but I want to think back in since June of 2022. Because it's September. That's about June, July, August, September. It's about 3 months, right? So what have you achieved in the last 3 months? For me, I'm an Exodus Summit guest. So I'll be talking on the Exodus Summit. I've started in commercial real estate. And I want you to be writing things down too. What have you decided, you know, what are some things you've achieved that you didn't even think about it? Don't forget the little things. I got to meet up with a lot of my friends. And that, I mean, I find that to be an achievement because, I mean, I hadn't seen a lot of my friends during COVID because it was COVID. So meeting up with them now was really cool. What did you celebrate? Did you have a birthday that came up? Did you have an anniversary? Anniversaries are a big deal, whether it's a work anniversary. Is it an anniversary with your spouse? Is it an anniversary, your travel anniversary? Anniversaries are really big deals. Did you do anything from a work or employment perspective? Did you get a new job? Did you quit a job? Did you start a new business? I had my real estate challenge this year. Well, next in November, I'll actually be doing a real estate boot camp. So that's huge. You know, I went from doing a challenge to now I'll be doing a month-long boot camp. So we'll be meeting every week for a month in November. So, you know, I made strides to get to that point. I've joined some different organizations with my real estate. Now that I work in commercial real estate, I've joined, you know, some different networks. I have a new website, where I discuss all these things. I discuss all my social media platforms. I also talk about you can register for coaching there. I've been doing more coaching. So all of those things, so many things, like when you sit down and you really think about it, there's so many things that you've accomplished in your last 3 months, but you haven't sat down and thought about it. So right now, I'm hoping that you're writing. I'm hoping that you're writing your top 10 achievements in the last 3 months. Have you saved up some money? Have you bought you a new little outfit to go overseas? Have you gotten any plane tickets? Are you planning anything? What are you doing? What have you achieved? What have you accomplished? Because I know you've accomplished things, but we have to write these things down. We got to be thankful. We got to show gratitude to ourselves. Not gratitude to everybody else, to yourself. Loving on yourself and realizing that you are amazing and you have done amazing things. And as I talk to you all, I'm talking to myself too, because a lot of times I'm not taking the time to express the gratitude to myself. So look at this little fairy dust. It's my sister's room. You know, that little gold sparkle is for you. That purple, sure sign. These are signs. It's time. So finish writing your 10 achievements and make sure you grab your journal and write what you're grateful for. What are you grateful for today? What has gone on in the last 3 months of your life? And what is your vision for the future? Speak it into existence. Make sure you type it there so we can all manifest on it together. There's so much going on around us, so many retrogrades, so many things that we're backing up to evaluate, so many things that we're moving forward to conquer. It's time, y'all. It's time. Alrighty. Well, I got to get back to my list. I'm on number 7. Let me know when you got your 10. And let's move forward. Ciao.